Good morning, second graders. I thought that I would go into lesson or chapter 14 and do just a lesson here on learning our new vocabulary, because there are quite a few vocabulary cards at the beginning of chapter 14, and I wanted to introduce those all to you. All right. And some of them are going to be things that we've seen before, and some of them might be new, but I just want to have it all in one place so that we can look for this one information. All right. Now, this is a dollar sign, right? So, excuse me, on the cards that you see in the front of your book, in the front of chapter 14, you can turn it over and say that is a dollar sign. When I see this attached to some numbers, that will show you how many dollars there are, right? If I have a 1 here, that was $1. If there's a 5 here, that is $5. All right. So that symbol, the S with the line through it, is a dollar symbol or dollar sign. And this, the C with the line through it, that is your cent sign. So if I see a number like a 5 and then this C, that's 5 cents. If I see 25, and then this symbol, that is 25 cents. All right, so we have a dollar sign and we have a cents sign. Now, you might be thinking, oh, Mr. Garrett, look at all these new things that we have to learn. It's like we're learning a new language. Well, it's exactly like we're learning a new language, but don't worry, because we've already learned this is a plus sign. We've already learned that this is a minus sign. We know that this says equal. We know that this says greater than. We know that this says less than. So learning new symbols, learning new signs is just another thing that we need to do. All right. So dollars and cents. Here we go. And why do we need to know these dollars and cents? It's because we are learning about money. When I look at this, I say cents. That means we're talking about money. 1 cent or 1 cent, that's this. And this is 25 cents, if I write the word, or 25 cents. Same thing with the symbol for cents, right? That's cents. And there's another one for the dollar. If I show you this, you would say it's a dollar or $1 or 100 cents. Now, I know that we've been working on this in our numbers of the day. 100 cents is equal to $1. All right. Now, when I show you this, that is a penny, and a penny is 1 cent, or that says 1 cent. Right here, this is the side that we call heads. This is the side we call tails, heads and tails. If you see people flipping coins, if it comes with the face on it, that's the heads. If it comes with anything else, that's the tail. So that's a penny. Let me put that up here. The next is a nickel. A nickel is 5 cents if I write it out, or 5 cents with the cent symbol like that. There's the head side, the face. There's the tail side. It's a nickel. That's how we spell it. I have, oops, fell off my table. I have this. This is a dime. A dime is 10 cents. Or written like this, 10 cents, heads, tails, dime, that's how we spell it. And the last coin that I'm going to show you is this. It's a quarter. And a quarter is 25 cents if we write it out, or 25 cents with the symbol, right? There's our heads, there's our tails. Quarters are different because there are so many different tail sides. There's a different one for each state, has a different picture, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. So penny, nickel, dime, quarter. We have other units of money. We have $1 bill. Now, obviously, this is smaller than a real dollar bill, just like these were smaller than real coins. But $1 bill, $1 bill written like this. I have this. There's a 5 here. This is a $5 bill. This, if I showed this to somebody and I said, I want to trade it for some $1 bills, I would be able to trade this for 5 of these, right? Because this is worth more than this, right? The number 5 and 1. And if I have the next one, I have this. This is a $10 bill. $10 is like having 2 $5 bills, or 10 of the $1 bills. And another is a $20 bill. And so we have a $1, $5, $10, $20. There are more there are more types of paper money. We call this currency, paper money, or bills. But these are the ones I want to show you. All right, so I have pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters. I have $1, $5, $10, $20. There's different dollar bills, or different types of paper money. Also in chapter 14, we are going to be talking about time. And 2 of the things that we will talk about in time are AM and PM. Now, what they mean, I'll just tell you, antemeridian, postmeridian, that means in the morning and in the afternoon or evening, right? So ante means before the meridian, the middle of the day. So that is the time that we would go to school. If I say 8 a.m., 8 a.m. is when we go to school. If I look at the back of this and I say 8 p.m., well, that's when we go to sleep. So we can think about that. A.m. is when we go to school. P.m. is when we go to sleep. All right? So those are 2 things that we will learn about in this chapter. Also, we have some times like this. Noon is 12 o'clock in the daytime, right? If it's noon, the sun is up high in the sky. That's noon. And there's another time when it is 12 o'clock, and that's midnight. Midnight is at night when you are already asleep. So noon is like lunchtime. Midnight is the middle of the night. Middle of the day, noon. Middle of the night is midnight, right? Midnight. People sometimes do say midday, but midnight is more of a word that we use now. All right, let's look at another. When I am looking at a clock and I say it's not 3 o'clock, I look at the minute hand, the long hand, and it comes all the way down here. It is half past where this was pointing at the hour. So it was pointing at 3. Now it is half past 3, or 3:30. I'm going to leave this here because the next one I want us to learn is quarter past. Quarter past means if I cut this circle, this clock face, into 4 sections, the first section would be from 12 to 3, and that is a quarter. That's 1. 2 would be from 3 to 6. The third section is from 6 to 9. That's the third quarter. And from 9 back up to 12, that's the fourth quarter. That's the last one. Okay, so a quarter of the way around the clock is 15 minutes. So 8:15 is 15 minutes after 8, or quarter past 8, right? Quarter past 8. And another one, let me look here, is quarter to 8. So this quarter past means that it's already been 8 o'clock and it's gone 15 minutes past 8 o'clock. This one means that it is 15 minutes until it gets to 8 o'clock. And 15 minutes until it gets to 8 o'clock is 7:45. All right. Like I said, this is just an introduction. I just want to show you this. All right. Now, the last thing I want to do is I want to show you some coins. So there we go. Here are our coins. Let me turn off this light. I think it's a little glary. All right. So there's my set of coins. How could I organize these? Well, let me see. I can do it by color. Let me get them all. Oh, there's none stacked on top of any others. Well, I can do it by color. If let me see if I can get the color a little better. There. All right. I can do it by color. And I can say all of these coins are silver in color. So let's see. These are silver, and these are brownish or copper colored. So I have silver coins and copper coins. That's 2 different ways. I could organize them and say, let's put them into groups and say all of the round coins go together. Well, then it's in one big group because all of them are round. I could look and say, well, this one and this one they're showing their heads and others are showing their tails. So I could move them into 2 different groups. But let's organize them according to which coin they are. Now, in our country, we're lucky that a lot of our coins are different sizes, right? There are some coins that get confusing. They're about the same size, but for the most part, these are the coins we see the most. And I can say that all of the big coins like this, those all go together. Now, some might say, well, that one is kind of big, but it's not as big as this. So I'm going to move that away and say there. I have this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the big coin. And who remembers what those are? You're correct. They are quarters. I have all of these smaller coins are my dimes. I have these that are medium-sized coins. Those are all of my nickels. And these are all of my pennies. Each one of these is worth 25 cents. Each one of these is worth 10. Each one of these is worth 1. And each one of these is worth 5. So I could count and find out how much each is worth. For today, I just want us to show that we can do it.